has transformed the nation from raw timber exporter to a worldwide leader in veneer, plywood, particle board, as well as crafted and semi-finished wood products used in yachts and private jets. In both countries, these industrial parks are rapidly emerging as key drivers of government fiscal revenues, employment opportunities, and the seamless connection to global markets, driving their integration into global value chains. The same partnership has made it possible for Chad to finally begin to convert its abundant cattle population into exportable meat products that are finding their way in many African countries as well as beyond. Additionally, we are collaborating in developing special economic zones, the Democratic Republic of Congo and Zambia, to produce batteries for electric vehicles, taking advantage of the abundant cobalt, copper, and other battery minerals in that country. Similar projects targeting different products are ongoing in other countries, including Togo, which is already operating, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Malawi, Rwanda, and Sierra Leone. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Dongo Kundu Industrial Park and Naivasha, two special economic zones, may be mere plots of land today, but I assure you that very shortly they will emerge as beehives of industrial activities. They will be hubs for attracting foreign direct investment, new technologies, and anchors for integrating the local markets to the broader African and global economies. Dongo Kundu, nestled along Kenya's vibrant coast and situated here in this wonderful port, and I must congratulate the CEO of the port for a wonderful job being done here. We are very impressed. And we're very proud that this park is located here. This park will be a base for several activities, including in agro-processing industries, footwear, e-mobility, pharmaceuticals, medicine and related products, as well as supporting logistics. We also expect to see some pharmaceutical businesses and the petrochemical businesses located in this industrial park. These products will support not only the broader East African market, but also will be exported as first-class products to markets all around the world. Also in Naivasha too, in the heart of the Rift Valley. And I must thank His Excellency President Ruto for showing me the Naivasha port where we traveled together from Kisumu to Nairobi. So I was able to see how impactful that industrial park can be. Because I believe that it will leverage the strategic rail and road connections to drive agro-processing, textiles, data centers, pharmaceuticals, biofuel, glass manufacturing, as well as other industries that we expect to locate there. It also links Kenya to the rest of East Africa and also the broader African market, helping us to drive the goals of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. We expect initial combined investment in these parks, the Dongo Kundu Industrial Park and the Naivasha 2 Special Economic Zone, to amount to close to $1 billion. And we've been assured by His Excellency President Ruto, the Master Development Agreement will be signed within 1 week, and we've also committed that upon signature of that Master Development Agreement, with all the ancillary works going on now, within 60 days, we will begin to make these investments. We also expect to see even more investments as other industries come in to take to take spaces in the special economic zone and industrial parks. And as we've done in other parks, we've supported. At Bank, we put in place an investment guarantee facility which we will size appropriately to make sure that companies from around the world that want to locate in those industrial parks and industrial park and special economic zone will be protected from any investment risk that they may face. And as we've done in other parks, we've supported, we will open our representative offices in those parks so that our products will be available to any investor so they don't have to run around looking for banks to support them. That way, we are going to accelerate the full take-up of the available spaces in those industrial parks. And we must also thank the government of Kenya under His Excellency President Ruto and the Cabinet Secretaries for Trade and also for Transport for making it possible for us to begin to develop our testing and inspection center, the Quality Assurance Center we are planning to develop in Mombasa and also in Mombasa Port and also in the at Nairobi International Airport. This service will make it easier for the exports for these parks to reach anywhere in the world and also support other activities, other exporters who are not located there, small and medium enterprises that want to export, and also for companies that want to participate in the African Continental Free Trade Area who will need testing and the inspection services. The project that Dongo Kundu will generate over the next few years, the projects they will generate over the next few years will more than exceed the estimates that we have mentioned. And we expect that exports from Dongo Kundu Industrial Park would exceed $1.5 billion. Your Excellency, I commend your bold leadership in taking this initiative forward. Through your commitment, Kenya is not only signing leases, but scripting a future of economic transformation for not only Kenya, but also for the entire continent of Africa. My heartfelt thanks go to you for our partnership I would also like to take the opportunity, with your permission, to thank the officers in your office, the advisors, the cabinet secretaries in transport, trade, the treasury, the Attorney General's office, the members of parliament, and your entire cabinet, who have worked with us tirelessly over these past few years to bring us to this level. We hope that we'll continue to receive this level of support so that we can begin to see our aspirations as facts on the ground. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, today's signatures are more than ink and paper. They are a promise to the people of Kenya, a pledge that the country will rise as a beacon of industrial might and self-reliance. I thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, Professor Rama, for really coming in for us and providing that accelerator a platform to be able to provide security for the investors who will be coming to work within this facility that you set up for us. As Ministry of Transport, as a government, we really do appreciate. Your Excellency, allow me also to acknowledge the government of Japan, who came in handy. We do at the moment have some investments of about 37 billion Kenya shillings, which will do the infrastructure, the major infrastructure in road, water, the power line from Mariakani, Your Excellency, which you did commission the day before yesterday. We are pulling 132 kV line to Dongo Kundu, the land just to my right. So thank you so much, Professor. We really appreciate, and we'll work hand in hand to really turn the signature to a pledge, and like you said, to those vineyards that are produced like in Gabon and which are used for building the world-leading aircrafts. So thank you very much. Your Excellency, this is a significant event. It is not only a Ministry of Transport, it's not only a national government, it's so significant for the people of Mombasa. Your Excellency, today we had our governor attending a function in Busia. So with your permission, Your Excellency, allow me to request two leaders from the coast region to basically acknowledge that this is not just a national event of significant importance, it's so important for the people of Mombasa. And so allow me, Your Excellency, to ask my colleague Hassan Joho, Cabinet Secretary for the Blue Economy, to make a few remarks, and thereafter our Speaker to the National Senate to make remarks before we ask you to come and ground it up for us. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Professor Benedict Orama, the Chairman of Exim Bank. Your Excellency, you've yet put a stop to another political narrative that has been used for a very long time. Just like you've had a conversation on putting an end to the land rhetorics and politics, we have now come to Dongo Kundu. I wanted to let you know that when I was running for Member of Parliament in 2007, I used Dongo Kundu for my campaign platform. And again, I used it for my first term as governor and second term as governor. For a moment, I thought that we're becoming the epicenter of procrastination. But today, you've brought that to an end. We're happy and very excited as the people of Mombasa and the coastal region. Your Excellency, I have heard the chairman talk about, for example, setting up glass manufacturing. And I thought for a moment this may be my opportunity to let him know, and the other potential investors, just that in the south alone here in Kwale, we have massive deposit of silica sand and limestone that have been for far too long exported raw. So for your raw material to make glasses, you don't need to look any further. I also wanted to seize the moment, Your Excellency, to let the country know and the world know that Kenya is the home for almost all the defined critical minerals around the world. You talk about nickel, we have it. You talk about cobalt, we have it. You talk about coltan, we have it in plenty. You talk about copper, it is massive in a manner that I'm even surprised myself. And in the field of mining, we are at our infancy stages. We are just but beginning to positively extract our minerals. So, Your Excellency, I'm not only excited to be here today, I'm also happy that we are going to be opening another economic frontier using Dongo Kundu. Finally, Your Excellency, the Port of Mombasa has been our biggest employer besides the general service industry or service economy. For people of Mombasa that don't understand, and the coastal and the country at large, Dongo Kundu alone will employ possibly 10 folds or more of what KPA employs today. Kiswahili kidogo, mutaandikwa kazi paka mchoke nyinyi. Taandikwa hapa muandikwe paka mchoke for our local people. And therefore, Your Excellency, we are very excited that finally, the man that has unlocked Dongo Kundu for us, and we are soon breaking ground, is none other than Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Sinasema tena? Na hii ni mtaani sasa. Wengi wankuja, tulianza mambo Dongo Kundu, nikiwa mjumbe mdogo, tukakaa hapo, nikawa gavana Dongo Kundu, tamu ya kwanza, nikawa gavana tamu ya pili Dongo Kundu. Sasa wale ambao walifikiria wataitumia kama campaign, mwisho wenu umefika. Rais amemaliza hiyo story, sivyo? And therefore, Your Excellency, we can't thank you enough as the people of this region and fulfilling the promise. This has been a conversation for far too long, and we are happy that we are finally there, and we are excited and grateful. Your Excellency, I know very well that my brother had said two of us will speak, but allow me with humility to invite my colleague Mvuria to come and say a few words. Hata kama magavana wako, mimi ni former governor, huyu ni former governor, or this side and the other side. Karibu Mvuria.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, and also Professor Orama, and also my colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for this opportunity, Your Excellency, because I come here also as the former CS Trade, and I have been presiding over, this process in both Naivasha and Dongo Kundu. Your Excellency, congratulations, because this is going to be a very critical milestone for the coast region, but also Kenya as a whole. In your plan, Your Excellency, you have clearly elaborated on the strategic interventions that you are going to put in place to create jobs for young people. And the special economic zones provide a very key pivotal role in ensuring that jobs are created. And today is a very historic moment, it is a milestone, and we want to thank you for the bold step to engage Afri-Exim to the point of making this promise of Dongo Kundu into successful implementation. This is just not for the investment here and the coast region, but it's going to be a very key ecosystem for the port of Mombasa and key value chains that also arise in this region. Your Excellency, this is not just going to be employing the young people, but it's going to be very influential in determining even the skill set that we prepare our young people in TVET, in universities, because right now we have to align the skills of the youth to what the investments here provide. So, Your Excellency, I want to thank you. I know you have had a week-long trip here in the coast, and this is a very good climax, Your Excellency, that, you know, the climax of your visit is to sign this deal. And Professor said, and I want to reiterate, that it's not just a deal, but it's going to be implementation immediately. So you have really capped your trip in a very good fashion, and we are here as leaders in this region to support you and to support the investments, to ensure that we do all what we can do to ensure the investments are implemented seamless. I want to thank the Port of Mombasa, the management, and my colleague in transport, because of the seamless compensation process, which at some point was turning political, but they were able to navigate to ensure that that process is seamless. Kwa hivyo mimi, Mheshimiwa Rais, sitakuwa na mengi. Ninajua umekuwa na safari ndefu. Wiki hii imekuwa na ratiba muhimu na umepata nafasi, umezungumza na wananchi, lakini hii shughuli ya leo ni muhimu zaidi kwa sababu imeweza kutengeneza mtandao mzima ambao utaweza kukamilisha ajenda yako ya kwamba vijana waweze kuajiriwa. Na lile lingine tu, Mheshimiwa Rais, ni kwamba uwekezaji hapa Dongo, Kundu na Naivasha utakuwa na ushawishi mkubwa ya vile utaalamu, masomo katika vyuo vikuu na katika TVET, kwa sababu hivi sasa ni muhimu tuweze kupanga masomo katika TVET na vyuo vikuu ili iweze kuandamana na zile uwekezaji ambayo inakuja kwa nchi. Kwa hivyo nataka kuwatangazia wenzangu wa mkoa wa Pwani kwamba sasa mambo ya Dongo Kundu sio ndoto tena, sasa imeanza kutekelezwa, na ni kwa sababu ya uongozi wa Daktari Rais wetu William Samoei Ruto ndio tumefika hatua hii. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka kushukuru sana na kuhimiza kila mmoja aunge mkono ili tuweze kwenda mbele zaidi. Na wale naysayers, nataka tu kuwaeleza sasa huu ndio mpango wa bottom up economic transformation agenda, kuwainua walio chini, na ndio mipango hii yote ya special economic zone inaweza sasa kuimarisha uchumi wa nchi yetu. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Na Mheshimiwa Rais, ukiniruhusu nitamuita Speaker wa Senate ili na yeye aweze kuja kuzungumza hapa. Asante sana.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, the President and the Chairman of the Board of Directors of Afrexim Bank, Professor Benedict Orama, colleagues, leaders, wananchi hamjambo. Your Excellency, allow me to take it from where Waziri Joho and Waziri Mvurya have left it, and possibly echo and amplify their statements. Your Excellency, the Dongo Kundu project was a very exciting song when it was sung to the coastal folks. But it was sung for so long that people gave up on it. At some point, it turned from a song to a lullaby. We are happy, Your Excellency, that today you bring it home. It's no longer a song, it's no longer talk, it is a reality. And Excellency, what we have witnessed here it is not about Dongo Kundu Special Economic Zone. It also brings on board the Naivasha Special Economic Zone. Now, allow me to remind you what Waziri Lee has just said, that these many containers come here full of products, but 99% of these containers leave this country empty. Reason, we do not have a muscle in the export market. But I know, Your Excellency, with the implementation of the Dongo Kundu Special Economic Zone and the Naivasha Special Economic Zone and the satellite economic zones, including the Konza Technopolis Special Economic Zone, Kenya will have built such a muscle to command its presence in the export market. As you're aware, Your Excellency, because you are the captain in this ship, as a country we are signatories to many economic communities, including the neighboring one, that is the East African community, a huge market that as a country we are unable to quench because we do not have enough industries. We also, the AGOA economic community is also available to Kenya. But again, we're unable to quench that market. Reason, we don't have the industries and the products to quench that market. We're also signatories to the African Free Trade, African Continental Free Trade Area. Again, our muscle is not being felt there because we do not have the products to go into those markets. We're in COMESA, but who is playing more in COMESA? Not Kenya. Reason, we do not have enough products to actually muscle and get them to COMESA. And I believe, Your Excellency, with the full implementation of Dongo Kundu Special Economic Zone and the other satellite special economic zones, Kenya will finally flex its muscle in the export market. Your Excellency, we have seen earth moving, signing of a deal that has never been witnessed before in this country. Whereas others, Your Excellency, are holding themselves in offices, signing tribal partnerships. You are here signing mega investment partnerships. And that is what sets you apart. That is what sets you apart. And that's why I've told you in Voi that in 2027, we're going to have 3 candidates for the presidency. 3 candidates. One is William Ruto, the second is William Ruto, and the third is William Ruto. So inevitably, we're going to have William Ruto as the president of this republic in 2027. May God bless you, and may God bless this deal. Let's take it home. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. With those few remarks, it is my singular honor and duty to welcome His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, to address us. Karibu sana. Mimi sikuzaliwa wakati wa KANU, ile makofi sijazoea, lakini tajaribu. Karibu Rais, uzungumze
Asante
na watu wako.
Asante sana.
Karibu.
Thank you very much, Senator and Speaker of our Senate. Please, let's take our seats. Asanteni sana. Your Excellency, Benedict Orama, President and Chairman of the Board of Afrexim Bank, my friend and partner, and your team, allow me to welcome you on behalf of the government and people of Kenya, to Kenya and to Mombasa. You're very much welcome. And today marks a very significant day. I have been in this region for the last 1 week. And Professor, as I told you earlier, I have engaged with almost 20,000 people in this region over the last 1 week, maybe more. And all of them know that there is something happening today in Mombasa about Dongo Kundu. And that is why I am delighted to join you today as we mark another transformative milestone in Kenya's economic journey, the signing of lease agreements between Kenya Ports Authority the Special Economic Zones Authority, and the Afri-Exim Bank for the development of the Mombasa Special Economic Zone at Dongo Kundu, alongside the Naivasha Special Economic Zone in Nakuru, Naivasha. With these two special economic zones taking shape, we are fast-tracking our progress towards Vision 2030, Kenya's blueprint for national development, and the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, the engine of inclusive development. The agreements signed today are part of a US $3 billion MOU signed between the government of Kenya and Afri-Exim Bank in 2023. I remember when I came into office, I did instruct our treasury to, before doing anything else, redeem our space in shareholding of the Afri-Exim Bank. And I remember we did invest $40 million to recoup some of the shares we had lost in Afri-Exim Bank. And I want to assure the Afri-Exim Bank fraternity that Kenya shall continue to be a partner and a shareholder of Afri-Exim Bank going forward, and we will continuously invest in this bank because it is an African bank and we believe that it has the right orientation for the development of our continent. This partnership enhances economic sustainability through the public-private partnership framework, strengthen Kenya's resilience to climate change, shield the economy from external supply shocks, and boost food production, among many other areas that will be impacted by the developments that will be undertaken both here in Dongo Kundu and in Naivasha. Additionally, it plays a pivotal and vital role in economic recovery by ensuring a stable supply of essential commodities like fuel, fertilizer, grains, and edible oils. I am informed, and you heard for yourselves what Professor Orama said here, that the target for these two investments will be here in Dongo Kundu, matters to do with footwear, agro-processing, medical and pharmaceutical supplies, including petrochemical industries. And I have it on the authority of Professor Orama that the investment is in the region of $1 billion for these two special economic zones. That is close to 130 billion Kenya shillings. And it will create jobs here in Dongo Kundu, as was said by ministers here, about 40,000 jobs in that piece of land you see across the ocean there, and another 100,000 jobs in Naivasha. We will also be targeting here, as Professor Orama has said, textile industry, the e-mobility industry, the value chains around biofuels, and, as was said, glass manufacturing, among other industries. You have heard it for yourself that in China, with a population as much as that of our continent, they have 3,000 special economic zones. In Africa, the whole continent, we have less than 250 special economic zones. And it is the reason why, as government of Kenya, we have started in the last 2 years, 6 new special economic zones. Apart from this Dongo Kundu, we have also licensed another 2,000 acres here in Fibingo for another special economic zone. We have already invested as government of Kenya in a special economic zone in Sagana, another special economic zone in Thika, another special economic zone in Eldoret, another special economic zone in Njoro, and another special economic zone in Busia. We are adding to the spaces that will help us enhance our manufacturing and levelize the field so that we can do more around investing. The government of Kenya has invested 3 billion shillings to develop these 6 new special economic zones. I was in Busia a few, maybe 2-3 months ago, and the special economic zone there is a sight to behold, right in Busia. I must commend one friend of mine called Moses Kuria, because he is the man I started with on this journey, and commend also my friend Salim Vuria, who took over from Moses Kuria. And now I have this good man called Lee Kinyanjui. Friends, we have a responsibility taking the country in the right trajectory. You heard what Professor Orama said about the potential that exists for manufacturing, for industrialization, around agro-processing, and all other processing and all other value addition mechanisms around special economic zones. And that is why the signing of these agreements here today are of major significance to the development of Kenya. And I don't take it for granted, Professor Orama, that you have taken time. I know we have discussed this. We have had possibly 15, 20 meetings, some virtual meetings, many physical meetings here in Egypt and in many other places to try and put this together. I am very proud that today, finally, we are signing the instruments that will unlock the potential that exists in Dongo Kundu and in Naivasha special economic zones. Beyond infrastructure, this agreement fuels industrialization, manufacturing, and agro-processing, reinforcing Kenya's position as a regional export powerhouse. If it facilitates the development of industrial parks, strengthens intra-Africa trade, and empowers micro, small, and medium enterprises to compete under the African Continental Free Trade Area, COMESA, Tripartite Agreement, and the EAC. Additionally, it promotes modern infrastructure, creative industries, and youth empowerment, unlocking opportunities for the next generation of entrepreneurs, innovators, visionaries, and investors. The resources that will be put into this special economic zone, first and foremost, will be to develop the horizontal infrastructure. As was said here, and as I said on Wednesday, we are going to be connecting power from the power station that we have built here in Mariakani. And we are going to pull power from there 76 kilometers to this special economic zone. We already have 7 billion shillings dedicated for that exercise, and the procurement of the contractor to be able to deliver that transmission line is already underway. I also committed that we are going to improve the infrastructure around the port. Again, on Wednesday, I did launch the construction of the road that will connect these southern pipers from this port at Miritini through Bonje to Mazeras, down all the way to Mariakani, make it dual carriageway so that we eliminate congestion around the port and enhance the efficiency of the port of Mombasa. I take this opportunity to express our deep appreciation to you personally, Professor Orama, and to the board and management and staff of Afri-Exim Bank for their steadfast commitment to Kenya's economic ambitions. We look forward to witnessing the transformation of Mombasa and Naivasha special economic zones, which will drive industrial growth, business expansion, and job creation, a true testament for the power of strategic investment. The Mombasa Special Economic Zone commonly known as Dongo Kundu, is more than a development project. It is a gateway to prosperity, a bridge to industrial competitiveness, and a launching pad for regional trade. By leveraging our strategic position on the East African coast, we are positioning Kenya as a hub where goods, ideas, and capital converge to drive economic progress. Our gratitude also extends to the government of Japan and the Japan International Cooperation Agency for their steadfast partnership. The 2016 MOU laid the foundation for this collaboration, and today we celebrate its tangible benefits, because part of the resources that we are using to construct the road infrastructure here, including connecting power and also extending to delivering water. We will be delivering water from Tiwi in Kwale to the Dongo Kundu Special Economic Zone to make it a viable enterprise and a viable ecosystem for the development of the infrastructure and the industries that we need there. With this investment, that includes a 37 billion concessional loan from Japan and a 6 billion grant, Japan's support has been instrumental in developing critical infrastructure in the port of Mombasa and also in Dongo Kundu Special Economic Zone. Ladies and gentlemen, the enthusiasm from investors underscores the enormous potential of the Dongo Kundu Special Economic Zone. I am informed that the Kenya Ports Authority has received 97 applications for land allocation requiring close to 7,000 acres, while we have made available 500 acres to Afri-Exim for integrated industrial park. The signing of this lease agreement is more than a legal formality. It is a declaration of intent and a commitment to building an industrial hub that fuels economic growth, generates employment, and enhances Kenya's manufacturing capacity. As we embark on this transformative investment, we remain committed to the welfare of communities affected by the project. The resettlement action plan is underway, ensuring fair and timely compensation. To date, 1.2 billion has been disbursed, benefiting 1,712 households as of January this year. Additionally, 316 million has been allocated for fisherfolk in 10 beach management units, recognizing their vital role in the coastal economy. Realizing the full potential of Dongo Kundu Special Economic Zone and the Port of Mombasa, we require very strong collaboration. I call upon our development partners, investors, and experts to continue supporting this vision through technical expertise, financial backing, and knowledge sharing. Together, we can build a thriving ecosystem that nurtures entrepreneurship, fosters innovation, and accelerates regional integration. Allow me also to commend the board and management of the Kenya Ports Authority and staff. They have done a commendable job. Let me say this. 2 years ago, I did give very firm instructions that the government of Kenya needs to institute operational efficiency measures across all state agencies. Many state agencies took for granted that the resources that they had belonged to the people of Kenya. And because of that operational efficiency that I instructed across government agencies, today KPA is making profit and declaring dividend. Kenya Pipeline Corporation is making profit and is declaring dividend. KPLC is making profit and declaring dividend. And Kengen, among other companies that originally did not give any cent to the people of Kenya through the National Treasury, today they are paying money in terms of dividend to the people of Kenya, to Treasury, and we are using that money to educate the young people of our country, to build our roads, and to make sure that our hospitals are functioning. I must commend KPA. Last year, they gave us a dividend of 12.5 billion. This year, I am expecting 20 billion. And I am told you are well on the way towards that target. And because we want to share in the success of what you do, and we know that for us to get that dividend, there are men and women who put in long hours and a lot of energy and a lot of efficiency. I want to authorize that the staff of Kenya Ports Authority be paid. Are we together? The staff of Kenya Ports Authority be paid a bonus this year for the commendable work they have done. In fact, Kenya Ports Authority has already attained the target of 2 million TEUs. That was the target for 2028. They are 3 years ahead of time. And because of that efficiency, I want to commend the staff, the management, and the board of KPA for a very well-deserved, well done, and congratulations for a job very well done. Tuwapigie makofi jameni. Congratulations. The same goes to all the other government agencies. And I have made a conscious and firm decision that government agencies that only drain our resources, those that are non-strategic, will be merged, and we are already working on 42 of them to be merged, and others will be closed down and transferred, and their services transferred to the private sector. Because government, apart from doing what we do on social service, all our parastatals must stand up to the test and justify the resources that they get from the exchequer, because these are resources from the people of Kenya. I want to also commend all the other government agencies and everybody else who is doing their bit in making sure that we march on towards a future that we can all be proud of as Kenyans. Allow me also to take this opportunity, because in my office, I work with men and women who support my vision and who drive the agenda that I have set out for the people of Kenya. And they have worked with me tirelessly to bring this, especially this exercise, to the fruition that we see today. I must commend my friend David Ndii, the chair of our Council of Advisors. I must commend my brother Hassan, Mohammed Hassan, and all my economic team of advisors. They have pushed the limits. They have done what many people don't believe in. I know some government bureaucrats are unhappy about what they do, but they do it on my instructions, because unless and until we have clarity on how to deliver on the commitments we made to the people of Kenya, we will most likely not succeed. And therefore, I must commend you, ladies and gentlemen, for doing this and for working with everybody else. But the man of the moment in this meeting, the man of the moment in this signing, is Professor Benedict Orama. Congratulations. Tumpigie makofi jameni. He has pushed every button. and he has pushed every limit for us to get here. And his team, Kuda, and all the other good people. Forgive me, I don't know all your names. You are the best, including this beautiful girl who signed the agreements. I have talked with her many times, and they have been a wonderful team to work with. As has been said by Professor Orama, this is an investment of $1 billion. We are going to be signing the framework agreement next week. I have that on the undertaking of the Ministry of Finance. We will be signing that framework agreement next week, and within 60 days, Professor Orama says they will begin the investment. And therefore, we are readying ourselves for a takeoff here in Dongo Kundu and also in Naivasha. I am happy that the Minister for Trade and Industry is a former governor of Nakuru. A lot of stories were told about the Nakuru Special Economic Zone, that I was going to take that zone and bring it to Mombasa. Now we are going to put to shame those who thought that we didn't have a plan. Not only have we increased the land available in Naivasha from 1,000 acres to 7,000 acres that we have bought as government of Kenya, but we are now going to be investing half of the money that is going to come from AfriExim in the infrastructure and industries in Naivasha as we do it here in Dongo Kundu. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very proud moment for me, that we are not here to sign a loan. We've come here to sign an investment. This is not going to be money. The $1 billion that is going to be invested here is not money government of Kenya is going to pay. This is an investment that is being made by people who see the opportunity in our country. And we must expand the horizon for more people to invest in our country by creating the confidence that is required. There is no way AfriExim and Arise would have invested in Kenya if they didn't believe in Kenya. And I want to ask us, as the citizens of Kenya, that first and foremost, we must believe in ourselves. We must believe in our country. You cannot badmouth your country from morning up to evening and expect others to believe in your country. We must be the first salesmen and women of Kenya. We must believe in this great nation. We can disagree on many things, but we cannot disagree on our motherland. Kenya belongs to all of us. Irrespective of whatever political persuasions we have, we must believe in this country. And we must put our nation first. It comes ahead of each and every one of us and our ambition and everything that we want and our interests. Kenya's interests supersede the interests of any individual, any political formation, or any political party. Because if Kenya succeeds, we all succeed. So I want to ask of all of us as leaders that first and foremost, we believe in Kenya. This is our country. We do not have a spare one. We must do whatever it takes to secure this country, to make this country peaceful, and to make this country an attractive destination for the people who want to invest. People and investors have different opportunities. They have opportunity to invest in different parts of the world. We must give them a reason to invest in Kenya by making sure that Kenya is that place that they can believe in. And therefore, I want to ask all of us as leaders. And today I speak here on behalf of both the national executive, and I speak on behalf of the county executive, because the governor of Mombasa is not here. He asked me for permission. He is attending to a different assignment, but we are aligned on this matter of development in this Mombasa and in the Coast Province. We are all aligned, irrespective of the parties we belong to, irrespective of all other persuasions. We are aligned in making sure that Mombasa is developed, every part of Kenya is developed appropriately. And therefore, I am very happy to represent my friend Abdul Samad Nasir, who is the governor of this Mombasa, as I speak for the Mombasa county government and speak for the national government, because we are one government and we are one nation. So I am truly happy to be here. This is an important milestone in the development of our country. As we develop this special economic zone, as we develop the other 6 special economic zones, the focus is on industrialization, manufacturing, agro-processing, creating jobs, creating value, so that we can enhance our competitiveness and we can enhance our wealth creation as a nation. There is absolutely no reason why we continue to import the very things that we can manufacture here at home. And therefore, these special economic zones gives us the opportunity to use the raw materials that we have, whether they are in the mining sector, whether they are in the agricultural sector, whether it is leather industry, whether it is cotton industry, and everything in between, for us to be able to drive the development of our country. Ladies and gentlemen, as I end my tour of this region, I end it as a very proud Kenyan that we are making the right steps in the right direction. We are not only connecting people to energy and to water, we are not only connecting places with roads, we are also connecting people with opportunities and investment for us to grow our wealth for our country, create jobs for our country, and create a prosperous Kenya that we all believe in. Asanteni sana watu wa Mombasa, asanteni sana watu wa Pwani, shukrani nyingi kwa kunikaribisha hapa Pwani. Sitakwenda muda mrefu, nitarudi tena. Asanteni sana and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. As we conclude, we seek your kind indulgence for a quick photo. We have prepared a place right there as we had directed. We'll have his
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. The Litany of the Most Sacred Heart of Jesus. Lord, have mercy on us.
Lord, have mercy on us.
Christ, have mercy on us.
Christ, have mercy on us.
Lord, have mercy on us.
Lord, have mercy on us.
Christ, hear us.
Christ, hear us.
Christ, graciously hear us.
Christ, graciously hear us.
God, the Father of heaven.
Have mercy on us.
God, the Son, Redeemer of the world.
Have mercy on us.
God, the Holy Spirit.
Have mercy on us.
Holy Trinity, one God.
Have mercy on us.
Heart of Jesus, Son of the eternal